Hey there, Trovians! My name is Oxfoxel and welcome back to another episode of Cornerstone Ideas. Now this one's a little bit special because today is my 50th video. So I've built something really awesome for you guys and I hope you like it. So I'm going to construct it now and we can take a look at this Pac-Man arcade machine. I'm going to show you guys how to build this. It's really nice. I've just put a few graphics on the sides and stuff. I've not actually done anything with the back yet, but as you can see there's a little bit of Pac-Man pixel art around and about. Now it is difficult to do pixel art in your Cornerstone because of the limited space, so it's not a perfect Pac-Man, but I think it looks pretty good. So let's take a look at the outside first, guys. We're just going to head up here and I'll show you exactly what's going on. So inside the screen I haven't really done much. I've just put a few Pac-Man sort of blocks. I don't know what they are. The little things that he eats. I've got a joystick and I have the 3 buttons here. And obviously the screen, and this is glass and you can get inside there. And then we have the sign, the glowing neon Pac-Man sign, which again, not a lot of space, so I've had to put in whatever I can, but I think it looks alright. So let's take a look inside. So we come through this little gap here, which is kind of like, I know you don't win prizes from Pac-Man, but it kind of looks like where you'd take a prize from. So that's pretty cool. And then we have these stairs here. Again, all the rooms are empty, guys, because I always leave them empty because you guys can do what you want with them. And we come up these little steps here and we can get into the screen. Now this is my favourite part because when you're inside the screen, I thought you could have all your benches and stuff in this room, and then when you're actually doing stuff in your Cornerstone, it's going to look like you are sort of inside the game, which is a really awesome little feature, I think. And then we have these steps here, and what I've done is I've framed these glowing neon yellow blocks inside black ice, and from the outside they're difficult to see, so it just looks like the blocks are floating on their own. And then we just come up into here and again we have an empty room, and I've just put some updraft blocks in the corners here so that if anybody's flying over the Cornerstone they can just get a little boost from the updraft blocks. And once you guys get used to the pattern that you have to do to jump up, you guys can quite easily make it up there. Alright guys, so how do we build it? It's a lot more simple than you might think. So what you're going to do is first of all you're going to replace the Cornerstone foundation with glowing blue blocks. Now I wouldn't recommend going any further than 4 in because you're going to be building on top of it and you're not going to be able to see it. But what I have done is I've actually built glowing neon blocks around the edges. So sort of around these parts of the Cornerstone foundation I've built glowing neon blocks just in case somebody destroys the grass like I just did there. But if we go another layer down we can see it's just Cornerstone foundation again. So what we're going to do is do that. We're going to build 4 blocks back. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just going to do all of that in glowing neon. And then you're just going to add this little step on the middle 4 blocks. So you can use the sign to line it up. And that is that. Next you're going to use some primal yellow blocks. If you, of course, you want to build the Pac-Man machine, you can build any arcade machine you want. But for the Pac-Man one we're going to use primal yellow. And we're going to build a frame. So we're going to go around the edges of the machine, which will obviously start 4 blocks back and it will go all the way to the end, and we are going to build a frame that is 42 blocks high. Alright guys, so it's a lot of blocks, it's quite tall, but we're just going to do the corners and build 42 blocks there, 42 blocks there, and so on and so forth. Once we have done that, we're just going to fill it all in yellow to start with. If you don't have enough yellow blocks, don't worry about it. You can farm them really easily from beaches and stuff like that, even from the hub. So just get some bombs and go and blow up some yellow blocks. They're really easy to get hold of. So just fill it all in yellow, all the sides and all that good stuff. But do not fill the front in yellow past 18 blocks. So this part here is 18 blocks high. Once you get to the 19th block, you're going to build this little platform. And the way you're going to do that is just come 4 blocks out from the machine. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then you're going to build it 2 layers. So build 2 layers across and do that entire length of the Cornerstone. And as you can see that's actually 2 blocks, not just 1. And then just on the edge you're going to build another layer, so that will be 3 layers, and that just gives the effect of like the bit where all the controls go. It's really easy to build the joystick after this. We're just going to come 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th block in, just build 3 white blocks high, or whatever colour you want it. I was contemplating maybe putting a red block on top, but it doesn't look that great, so I'm not going to go with that. It makes it look a bit like a match. And then the buttons, you're just going to come 1, 2, and 3 blocks across from the joystick, and on the same row, you're just going to build 1, and then leave 1 block, 1 block, 1, and it should be 2 blocks from the edge there, so that's nice and easy. Next you're going to create a frame, because you should still have your 42 blocks here, so this part here. Just build a black frame next to this bit, and you're going to build this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's going to be 13 blocks high. And then you're just going to go around the edges and build a square, so it should link up at the frame that you already built. And this is just going to be for the screen. Next you're going to go 1 block back, and you're just going to fill in all that frame with glass, but don't fill it in at this point. Do 1 block back, and that gives a really nice effect on it. I've used grey glass because it's probably the one that's best visible, and at the same time it looks most like an arcade screen's glass. Alright guys, so once we have that, we're going to come up here, and on the frame we're going to stand around here. Now this is where the frame will go up to, I think. Is this the right one? That's the right one. So from here we're just going to build 1, 2, 3 blocks out. So it's not quite as far out as the controls part, but it's still pretty far out. And then we're going to go all the way across like so, and join it back up again here, and we're just going to fill all of that in yellow. Now once you have that, you can come down and build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks off the bottom of that. Actually go 8, because you're also going to join that up over here. So once you've built those 8 blocks down, join it up with this beam here, and then you don't actually need to fill this in, because what you're going to do is you're going to go 1 block back, and you're going to build another frame. So just in the inside of it, you are going to build another charcoal block frame, and then fill it all in with glowing white blocks. If just white blocks will do, the glowing do look a little bit better. And then to build the little Pac-Man sign, you just come 1 from the edge, 1 from the bottom, 1 from the top, and it's just literally 1, 2, 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then just 1 and 2. So it's a really simple little piece of pixel art. You can see what it is. It's not perfect, I know that. And then just come from his mouth, just come 1 block out, 1, 1, and 1. And that's really easy, just with glowing yellow blocks. So that is all there is to the frame, guys. That's it. So you will have a Pac-Man machine now without the graphics on. The graphics are really easy to do. I'm just going to stand here for a moment, because there's no point in me trying to explain to you how to do the pixel art. If I just stand here, then you guys can pause the video at this point and see how to build it. I will just say that these are 5 across, and I've started 1, 2 from the edge, and again on this side there's 1, 2. So you can see how easy it is to do. If you line it up with your doorway, you'll be able to start there and just go 1 out from there. This is 2, then 1, 3. It's really easy to do. So pause the video now, guys, and then you can copy the pixel art. Alright, so on the other side we have some more graphics, which is this Pac-Man. These ones are exactly the same as this one, however they are a little bit shorter in some places. So I'm just going to go and show you guys now exactly what I'm talking about. So the dimensions don't allow for you to build the same size as that. So instead of having 5 across at the bottom and the side and the top, you're just going to have 3. And instead of having 3 blocks here, you're just going to have 2. So it's a lot, sorry, here, that's 2 instead of 3 now. So again, you guys can just copy that. If you pause the video here, you'll be able to see exactly how to do it. Then just come 2 blocks down, and you're just going to build in a square of black blocks, and in the middle just put a glowing yellow block. And you can do that again, 2 blocks down, same again, 2 blocks down, and just have 3. And you can do that on both sides. What I've done so that both Pac-Men are facing the same way, because if you notice, this one is facing the back of the machine. This one does look a little bit odd, because he is also facing the back of the machine, but this one looks like he's backwards. So it's up to you whether you guys want one facing forward, one facing backwards, both facing forward. It's up to you really. Alright guys, so now onto the inside. What I did with the inside is I put another layer of charcoal blocks. So if you notice, I can actually delete those out and we can see the yellow. what I did was, when we got to the point of the controls panel thing, I actually just made a solid yellow roof, and that's because otherwise the screen would have like all the bottom bits in it as well. So what we want is the screen to be in its own room. So what I did was I built this room, and to build the platforms all I did was just put 4 glowing yellow blocks together, and then just went 1 block up and then another, and then there we are, and you can see the pattern continues, and that makes it nice and easy. Like I said, I haven't really done anything with the room. All I've done is I've got my cube converter because I was using it during the build. So basically, line this room with charcoal blocks. That's your best bet. It makes it look good from the outside because you can't really see in, whereas before I lined it you could see the yellow and it didn't look that great from the outside. So I've just lined it with charcoal blocks, and that's nice and easy. Then we're going to do the same with this room. Again, just line it with charcoal blocks. I showed you guys how to build these black ice things already. It's just same as we did with the graphics on the side. We're just going to build 4 blocks around and then just put a glowing yellow block in the middle, and that way it looks like the little Pac-Man, the things that he eats from the outside. So that's a really nice little feature. And then up here I've just left it hollow, and again this could be a portal room maybe or something like that. And of course the updraft blocks, I've just put them into the corners of the room because it has the outline. We can actually get these in the corners, and you won't be able to see them. If you see, there should be a hole there, but there's not because of the outline of the charcoal blocks. Alright guys, so it really is as simple as that to build. It looks a lot more complex than it is. It does take a long while to build because it's a lot of blocks to place, but I really hope to see more arcade machines now. It doesn't have to be Pac-Man. I'd love to see what you guys can fit in behind the glass. If you can make a little scene or something, that'd be great. And it was a lot of fun to make, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. So just I want to say a quick thank you to you guys, because like I say, this is my 50th video. I've been doing YouTube for a couple of months now, and especially from my Trove videos I've gained a lot of support, and I've really enjoyed it, and I've really enjoyed meeting lots of you guys, and I just want to say a big thank you. And we're going to continue on, and hopefully this community can grow and grow, and we can keep sharing Trove together, and it'd be really great. I also want to give a big shout out to my friend Nevermind, because he has some great ideas. I think I'm going to start streaming, and we're going to work on that together. We're working on some stuff now together, and he's been a really good help, a really big help to me, and he's really improved, I think, the quality of the channel. Alright guys, so if you liked this build, please leave a like. If you have any questions about this build, leave them in the comments. I'll try and get back to you as fast as I can. And if you haven't done already, please consider subscribing today for more Trove content. And as always guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.